What's up, everyone? I'm Coach D. So first of all, I want to let you guys know that I do read a lot of your comments. And I know some of you guys have an issue for some reason with me making videos in my car. Some of you have even asked if I live in a house. But I'm just letting you guys know. Sometimes the circumstances dictate where the videos are made. And not that I feel like I need to explain myself to you guys, because I don't. But why not? Listen, we drove to Los Angeles to go to the Saints and Chargers game today. My wife sleeps in. I don't as much. So I came to the car to make a video because obviously I can't do it in the hotel room where she's sleeping. But that's not what I came here to talk to you guys about. So one time I was in a Wiener Schnitzel with this guy who's on my team. It was the first time we were hanging out. So we're eating our chili cheese dogs. And right before he gets done with his, he starts taking a piece of hair out of his head. I said, dude, what are you doing? He said, I'm going to take this hair, stick it in the chili cheese dog, go up and tell them I found it in the chili cheese dog, and then they'll have to refund my money. I was like, dude, are you stupid? But now that I think about it, that guy could have grown up to become Donald Trump. Because listen, at this point, if you think Donald Trump cares about anyone but himself, you'll be on the receiving end of one of his cons, and I may not feel bad for you. I just won't. We've seen countless stories from contractors, salespeople, service workers, construction workers, and other working class people who've said they did work for Donald Trump and he didn't pay them. Even Mark Cuban has a story about it.
Look, here's something that just astonished me. When he was going through his trials in New York for misleading on his loan forms, right? During one of the trials, Michael Cohen got up there to testify. And he testified about how Donald Trump asked him to short pay vendors. And he was proud of the fact that he did it for Mr. Trump, as he called him, right? I don't know why, but I expected, you know how he would hold a little impromptu press conference after each day of the trial? For some reason, I thought he would come out and say, no, I never asked him to short pay vendors, right? Didn't say a word about it. Probably the worst thing you could say about a business person is he short pays his vendors. He doesn't pay what he owes. That is the ultimate arbiter of trust that you have with any business person. Do they pay you when you do work for them, yes or no? He was proud of the fact, didn't question it at all. When you rip off hardworking Americans, you are not qualified to be president of the United States of America.
This can't be downplayed. He is ripping off the same people he claims he cares for. If he's ripping off the working class, what in the hell makes you think he's going to fight on their behalf? He won't. And some of you might say, oh, well, Cohen was lying or Cuban is lying. But let's hear from the horse's mouth.
So first of all, the sound up there is lousy. So here's what happens. I tell my people immediately, don't pay the bill for the guy that did that, okay? And then they get a story, Trump doesn't want to pay the bill. No, you know, when people do a lousy job, they did a lousy job with the sound. But the good news is you understand it.
No matter what you think, that's not how service works. You pay for the service. That's the bare minimum. It's not a debate. You can choose to never use the company again. However, no matter how bad you think the job was, there was manpower, labor, staff, equipment. Those people and goods need to be paid for. So he's saying that he gets to walk in and deem a service not good enough to be paid for. And because of that, a working class family has less money in their bank account. A family may not get to eat that day. The fuck? So you MAGAs think that it would be okay for me not paying for food that I already ate because I decided it wasn't up to my standards? You literally just listened to the man say, I told my people don't pay them. If we did business that way, do you really trust that people wouldn't just say they didn't like the service so they wouldn't have to pay? Of course they would. You would have people sticking hair in their chili cheese dogs. You know what's crazy about all of this? Trump now knows he can say anything in front of you and you'll still vote for him. He just gave up the playbook on how the rich treats and sees the working class, and y'all applauded it. It's like y'all don't know you're the mark. I guess that's typical of the mark, though. They never know they're the ones being conned. Period.
Don't want no enemies or ops. Envy in they heart, I tell them stop. Vacation on the yacht.